Meredith with XT, and today I'm talking with Chris about his JT. Thank you so much for joining with me today.
Thank you for having me, Meredith. Appreciate it.
So let's give everybody a brief overview of your Jeep and what you're working with. So you have a 2020 Jeep Gladiator Sport. You have 17 by 9 inch Pro Comp 69 series vintage flat black wheels with a -6mm offset that give the Jeep an aggressive stance. You also have two 8570 R17 Nitto Trail Grappler mud terrain tires, which are equivalent to a 33 by 11. And then you also have the stock suspension. Why did you choose this wheel and tire setup?
Whenever I first got it, I absolutely loved the Gladiator, but it came with these basic stock run-of-the-mill boring wheels, and when I first got it, I was like, I have to change this like immediately. One of the first things that I went out and bought. But I like the black on black look, so the first thing I was like, wheels and tires. So first thing was wheels. I want to have an all black, not a whole lot of spoke. I like the roundness of these ones in there. That kind of goes with the round headlights. So whenever I found those specific steel wheels that I like, I was like, okay, now let's find the tires. I wanted a more aggressive, real knobby, looking tire. So then I switched to the Nitto Trail Grapplers. Maybe I'm just used to it, but they were quiet to me. I love taking the doors off. I love taking the top off as much as I can, and I absolutely love them.
Now, what do you use your Jeep for? Do you daily drive it? Do you do any off-roading at all?
This is absolutely my daily driver. I would love to go out on the trail, but realistically, me doing that, it's like maybe like once a year whenever I go camping, and even then, it's like not aggressive camping. But you know what? It's a Jeep, so I don't want to leave it just like a ordinary Jeep that you can see on any dealership. I want to do it upright. I'm part of this Jeep family now. It's the first Jeep I ever had. I actually love Jeeps. I was like, if I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna do it upright. So that means your lights, that gives your wheels, your tires, your aggressiveness, everything else, jack it up eventually a little bit, and you just change it, make it your own, make it your personal, and say, this is me. It's an outward expression of yourself.
Let's get into some of the details. So starting off with the wheels, Chris has the 17 by 9 inch Pro Comp 69 series vintage flat black wheels with a -6mm offset. They give the Jeep an aggressive stance. Why did you choose this wheel? You kind of talked about it, but can you tell me a little bit more?
Again, I love that black on black look. A black car is beautiful whenever it's clean, but it's, oh my God, it's ridiculously hard to keep clean. So whenever I saw the Gladiator, I was like, this is it. This is it. This with the black on black, a little bit touch of red on there would be just spot on. So that's the reason why I definitely went with the wheels.
Now, is there a reason why you chose Pro Comp when it came to the wheels?
It had the desire that I was looking for. I wanted a certain size wheel with, again, the spokes, but I wanted the wheel to have round spokes in it, and just have it go match with the headlights, just the roundness of it. And I like that look. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but some were a little bit too oval, some were a little too big, some were like really small, but I think the ones that I picked out were just that right size for what I was looking for.
You talked a little bit about sizing. Why the 17 by 9? Was that just to kind of stay in that stock sizing zone?
Exactly. That's exactly right. I wanted to stay with the same size as what came with the vehicle. I didn't want to go out of whack and go smaller or larger. I just wanted to stay with that same size wheel.
The 9 inch width of the wheel paired with the -6mm offset give the truck that aggressive stance, poking out from the wheel well or outside of that fender about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, a little bit more. Why did you choose that size combo?
The -6, again, I researched before I actually made the purchase. I didn't want to keep it so it's straight in line with the Jeep. I wanted just a little bit more of a wide body look. Now, I didn't want to go super negative and have the tire go way far out, because then you get the sling. So I just wanted just a little bit, and I think I accomplished that. I do believe that the wheel sits out maybe 1.5 to 2 inches away from the fender. So that was my decision as far as the decision on the negative all set up for it.
With the wheels paired with the tires, the 17-inch diameter of the wheel and the 33-inch tire, are you happy with that sidewall to wheel size ratio?
Yes, I am, very much.
So for tires, Chris has the 285/70 R17 Nitto Trail Grappler mud terrain tires, which are equivalent to a 33 by 11. Tell me why you chose this tire.
Yeah, Trail, man, it just has that knobbiness to it. It's like, that's that look that I I was looking at.
Now, why did you go with the Nittos?
The quietness. I didn't want to have that rumble going down the road. Like I said, this is the first Jeep I've ever had. I've always liked Jeep. Current position, money was available, time was right. I was like, when I first saw it and it came out, I was like, that's what I want. And I was like, but I don't want to have that loud rumble driving down the road. And the Trail Grappler is just as quiet as the Ridge Grappler. So if you want that knobby look, but still like that quiet tone coming down the road, so no one's like, oh yeah, that's a Jeep, I can be here a mile away, you're not gonna have that.
Now, as far as the sizing, again, we talked a little bit about it before, but why did you choose the 33?
That 33 was just what comes on like your upper grade stock vehicles, and I knew if I put that on there, it would work. I didn't want to risk having to put a larger tire on and potentially have some stuff reconfigured to make sure that the gauges are moving correctly, and of course gas.
Now, you talked a little bit again already, but why the mud terrain over the all-terrain?
Just the overall look. That was just an aesthetic look. If you live in the city and that's what you want to do, if you don't do any off-roading, but you want a Jeep but you don't like doing anything, well, hey, go ahead. That's what the all-terrain tire that comes on it is perfectly fine. You're not gonna have any issues with it.
Now, how do the tires feel?
I actually thought I would get more of I gotta kind of pull it more while I'm driving, but no, it's completely opposite. And the feel of it is like immediate. You definitely feel the traction, you definitely feel the pull, the torque on it, 100%.
Now, you talked a little bit about the speedometer recalibration. Did you have to do that for the 33s or any other calibration to compensate for the larger tires?
Did not. Thank goodness that's something I did not want to do. Again, I was seriously considered about going for a larger size, going 35s. When you go with 35s, you gotta also think about suspension, because now your wheel's gonna rub whenever it's gonna turn. So now you gotta eliminate the wheel well, and then think about your suspension. It's just something I just did not want to have to deal with. I got the look I want. I'm going from a bigger tire because it comes with a smaller tire than the 33s anyway. Yeah, with that size, snow, not a problem.
All right, well, let's hop into the suspension now that we're talking a little bit about it. You have the stock suspension. Can you tell me why you stuck with that?
It fits what I do as far as my driving style, my lifestyle. I have definitely gone back and forth debating whether or not if I should upgrade my suspension. There are some out there that I'm definitely considering looking at. They're saved. Having the stock is perfectly fine. I have no issues with it. Like I said, as far as my lifestyle goes, that is definitely on the list as a possibility, considering what I'm trying to do.
Now, as far as that plan, what does that entail when it comes to size and kind of the type of kit that you might be looking into?
If I were to get suspension, it'd probably be like two there, definitely. What I'm actually planning on doing, I purchased a rooftop tent, and I want to get a rack to go with that, and with the added weight and what I want to do, I want to start going camping and off-roading.
Now, you mentioned that you wanted to stick with the 33s to work with the stock suspension. When you put the 33s on, did you have any fitment issues, any rubbing, any contact inside that wheel well?
I did not. Went on fine, went on great. No rubbing whatsoever.
How do you like the way that it looks with the wheels, tires, and the stance and the suspension all tied together?
I absolutely love it. Would I do anything different? Absolutely not. But I would do exactly the same thing as what I have done.
So to wrap this up and give you a brief recap on Chris's build, again, he has the 2020 Gladiator Sport, the 17 by 9 inch Pro Comp 69 series vintage flat black wheels with a -6mm offset, giving the Jeep an aggressive stance. Two 8570 R17 Nitto Trail Grappler mud terrain tires, which are equivalent to a 33 by 11, and the stock suspension. Thank you so much again for joining with me today, and for more videos just like this, keep it right here at extremeterrain.com.